Grab your tissues, your popcorn, and maybe even your lawyer, because the Royal Court of Hip Hop Love just declared a state of emergency. Police car lights. Remy Ma is in tears. Papoose has officially filed for divorce. And yes, it's way worse than anyone thought. Police sirens were talking. Secret hotel footage, alleged infidelity, whispered conversations in studio hallways. And, oh, guess who popped up in the middle of the madness like a messy Marvel villain? Yep, 50 Cent. Because of course he did. But let's not forget, this isn't just any couple. This is Papoose, the man who held Remy down for 6 years while she was locked up. The man who became a walking meme for loyalty. Now he's reportedly telling friends, "I can't do this anymore." So what happened? Did Remy really cheat with a battle rapper? Is this divorce a publicity stunt? Or is something much bigger going on behind the scenes? Because according to leaked texts and anonymous insiders, Remy may be losing more than just her marriage. Stay tuned, because the drama we're about to unpack, it's messier than a Kris Jenner PR stunt during Mercury retrograde. Let's get into it. So here we are. The internet spinning, Twitter in flames, and Remy Ma, the tough-as-nails Bronx rapper who once said, "I'd rather do a bid than be disloyal," is out here crying in designer shades. Why? Because the man she once called her soulmate, the man who held her down while she was locked up for 6 years, has filed for divorce. And y'all, this ain't no quiet mutual agreement. No, sir. This is a full-blown hip-hop earthquake. Let's set the stage. We're talking about Remy Ma, a woman who built a brand off being realer than real, who stood 10 toes down in her Timberlands even when the game counted her out. And then there's Papoose, government name Shamal Maki, the poster child for patient husbands. He waited for her, supported her, protected her image, became her unofficial publicist. And now? He's the one serving papers. Oh no, baby. This isn't just divorce. This is betrayal, confusion, and the collapse of a brand built on Black love goals. Now we know what you're thinking. They looked so happy just last year. Yeah, well, so did Will and Jada. Let's rewind, because according to fans who don't miss a beat, the signs were always there. You just had to know where to look. First, there was that suspicious body language at the 2023 BET Hip Hop Awards. When cameras panned over to Remy and Pap, she gave him a quick nod. No kiss, no handhold, not even a hey boo glance. It was giving boardroom energy, not bedroom. Then, the couple content just vanished. Gone were the TikToks of them goofing off in the kitchen. No more "I love my queen" Instagram captions from Pap. And Remy? Sis was out here doing solo appearances, rocking bold glam, and giving single energy. But then came the moment that broke the internet. According to a now viral Twitter thread by HRT from the Bronx, who, let's be honest, has never missed with her alleged stories, Remy was caught entering a hotel with none other than Easy the Block Captain, a battle rapper publicly linked to her, through her Chrome 23 Battle League. Allegedly, and I do mean allegedly for the lawyers watching, surveillance footage from the hotel lobby shows Remy in a trench coat, face down, Easy walking very close behind her. Sources say they were inside for several hours, entering and exiting at staggered times. An anonymous hotel staff member even came forward, claiming they were laughing in the lobby. I ain't hear what they said, but the vibe wasn't business. It was definitely flirty. We were told not to speak on it, but hey, I already quit. The footage? Blurry. The vibes? Crystal clear. And just like that, Twitter had receipts, memes, and full-blown PowerPoint threads breaking down her movements, her wardrobe, her fingernail color, everything. You know the internet doesn't play. Around the same time, rumors started swirling from inside Remy's own camp. Multiple anonymous sources, all close to the situation in true shady blog fashion, came forward to say, Remy changed once Chrome 23 blew up. She started acting like the boss. She didn't want to be seen as just Papoose's wife anymore. One claimed there were times she'd come home late smelling like cologne, not Pap's. Another said he confronted her about it, but she flipped it on him. Said he was insecure and jealous of her success. It's starting to sound less like a breakup and more like a full-blown Netflix story. Meanwhile, Remy was doing what any public figure under pressure does, posting cryptic quotes. One particularly spicy IG story read, "Don't let loyalty keep you in rooms where you no longer belong." Now, was she talking about Pap? A business deal? Her Uber Eats driver? No one knows. But the timing? Impeccable. And here's where it gets eerie. Papoose, usually outspoken, supportive, and always the first to defend Remy, went radio silent. No interviews, no tweets, no appearances. Then suddenly, a simple Instagram post. A black screen with the caption, "Sometimes love isn't enough. Protect your peace. New beginnings." Followed by the nuclear drop. Court records filed in New Jersey under the Mackey name confirming divorce proceedings initiated. No statements, no press release. Just the silence of a man who's had enough. The internet was not ready. The reactions were immediate. TikTok creators were in mourning. Memes flooded timelines. Some fans straight up refused to believe it. "I'm not accepting this. They better be pranking us." This is worse than Beyonce and Jay-Z post Lemonade. If Remy cheated on Papoose, there's no such thing as love, only Wi-Fi. One user even wrote, "Papoose did a 6-year bid of celibacy just to get cheated on. In this economy?" The betrayal wasn't just about love, it was about hope. Papoose was the last knight in shining durag, the patron saint of the hold it down movement. And now, he's just another man in divorce court. And because the universe loves chaos, 50 Cent somehow slid into the situation like the petty king he is. After news of the divorce hit, 50 posted a meme of Remy and Easy with the caption, "Chrome 23 really do be bringing people together." Followed by, "Damn Pap, hit my line, we got revenge moves to make." Was it trolling? Obviously. Was it hilarious? Absolutely. Was it helping? Not at all. But that's 50. He'll take your tragedy and turn it into trending content before you've even opened the Notes app to type your apology. And just when we thought this saga couldn't twist any harder, new whispers started circulating. Endorsement losses, legal trouble, even financial fallout. And that's exactly where we pick things up in part 2. Mishandled, especially if they were used for personal gain under the guise of business. A former business associate, and who we'll call T, told an underground podcast, "Pap knew everything. He saw what was happening and he gave her chance after chance. But once it hit the fan, he didn't just leave, he came with paperwork." And just when the dust could have settled, Remy decided to clap back, but not in a sit-down interview or statement. Nope. In true rapper fashion, she hit the studio. Leaked audio, yes, leaked, appears to show Remy recording a track with lines like, "I did my time, earned my crown, carried dead weight. I put it down. Y'all want loyalty but not the truth. Now you mad I outgrew the booth." Phew. That might as well be a diss record in divorce court. Papoose has yet to respond. Musically, but fans are already begging for him to drop a Loyalty Over Everything Part 2. Meanwhile, Easy is silent, completely ghosting the press, avoiding interviews, and ducking questions at his latest battle event. One clip showed a fan yelling "Homewrecker" as he walked on stage, only for security to immediately step in. And now, the heat is starting to spread beyond just the romantic fallout. Tax issues and brand trouble rumors are swirling about tax issues. Yes, tax issues. One insider claims that multiple LLCs linked to Remy's name are under review by federal authorities. Not confirmed, not public, but whispered enough to have everyone refreshing the IRS website like it's TMZ. Add to that, there are murmurs of a Chrome 23 sponsor pulling out, citing internal mismanagement and breach of contract, though no official statement has been released. And fans are noticing ticket sales for the next Chrome event, slower than usual. Engagement on Remy's last few posts, down. Way down. It's like watching a brand unravel in real time. What started as the rise of a powerful couple now looks more like a slow-motion implosion on livestream. People are choosing sides. Some defend Remy. She gave up her whole prime for Pap. Let sis live her life. Others ride with Pap. He held it down when everyone else would have left. She did him dirty. And others? Just here for the mess. I don't even listen to them like that, but this drama got me locked in like it's snowfall. But whether you're Team Remy, Team Pap, or Team Petty Spectator, one thing's for sure. This is no longer just a hip-hop breakup. It's a multi-layered scandal involving money, image, betrayal, and the slow unraveling of an empire that once inspired hope. the legal storm ahead. And the scariest part? According to one anonymous legal blogger, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The next wave of court filings could include lawsuits, audits, and, if certain things are proven, possible criminal inquiries. So what started with leaked footage and sad Instagram captions might end with Remy back in court. But this time, not for rat beef, for real-life damage control. We've gone from hotel hallways to alleged tax drama, from blurred screenshots to leaked diss tracks. And yet, somehow, the situation still hasn't hit rock bottom. Because while Remy Ma might have thought this was just a little personal scandal with some internet heat, baby, this thing is spiraling into something much bigger. IRS whispers get louder according to multiple unconfirmed reports and shady gossip accounts who know somebody, Remy could be facing actual legal consequences. And not the metaphorical kind. The kind that involves real judges, real subpoenas, and real prosecutors. Let's start with the IRS whispers. Allegedly, and I say allegedly louder for the lawyers in the back, federal investigators have taken an interest in Chrome 23's books. Word on the street is that certain filings and income declarations aren't quite adding up, especially after Papoose requested a forensic audit during the divorce. One fake source, identifying himself only as a consultant for the Department of Hip-Hop Oversight, which is not a real thing, told a gossip blog, anytime a high-profile brand starts moving large sums of money under multiple LLCs, especially when there's a personal relationship involved, the IRS takes notice. Let's just say there's smoke, and usually where there's smoke, there's back taxes. Now again, do we have proof? Of course not. But does it sound true enough for TikTok to believe it and make 47 videos about it? You bet it does. Labels backing off? It's not just taxes. There are also rumblings, and I mean earthquake-level rumblings, that Remy's label deal may be in jeopardy. Sources close to the label, or possibly just one intern who overheard something in the hallway, claim Remy's current project has been quietly shelved, her upcoming single removed from the release calendar. The team reevaluating. The brand. In non-corporate terms, they're getting nervous. Nervous that the Remy Ma they invested in, the reformed icon, the matured veteran, the role model, is now being seen as the villain in a messy, headline-destroying soap opera. One insider reportedly told a podcast, "Labels don't like drama unless it sells. This ain't selling, it's sinking. And if court cases start flying, nobody wants to be listed as a co-defendant." More damage. And another leak. Ray's PR team is now doing damage control on a whole new front. A leaked cease and desist letter. Yes, someone leaked a legal threat from Ray's camp to a gossip blogger, demanding they take down posts involving false statements about romantic relationships, financial misconduct, and ongoing investigations. How did the blogger respond? They posted the letter with the caption, "Y'all, this makes it 100% true. I wasn't sure before, but now confirmed." The post has over 2 million views, so great job silencing the rumors. At this point, we're no longer talking about a little mess. We're looking at the collapse of a carefully crafted brand. Remy's comeback story, from prison to platinum to power moves, is now being rewritten in real time, and the ending might not be what she envisioned. And just when it couldn't get worse, just when everyone thought the headlines had reached peak chaos, a new bombshell dropped. Rumor dropped. One that, if true, could completely end Remy's public career. Here it is. Multiple anonymous insiders, aka 3 people with anime profile pictures on Twitter Spaces, have claimed that a major tell-all book is in the works. Not from Pap, not from Remy, but from a former assistant. And in this alleged book are claims that Remy has been pulling strings in the battle rap scene for years, blacklisting female MCs who didn't play along, demanding favors, rigging match, results, and even manipulating sponsorship deals for personal benefit. One juicy alleged quote from the leaked manuscript, "She treated Chrome 23 like a throne, not a platform. If you didn't kiss the ring, you didn't get booked." Now again, is it confirmed? No. Is it scandalous enough to go viral? Absolutely. And in this attention economy, that's all that matters. So now, the question isn't, did she cheat? The question is, did Remy Ma burn down her entire empire from the inside? Because right now, she's going through a high-profile divorce, facing possible financial audits, losing brand deals, watching her label distance itself, and possibly being exposed in a soon-to-drop tell-all. And if even half of it turns out to be true, Remy Ma might have gone from rap queen to industry cautionary tale in under 6 months. Now, of course, there's still time for a redemption arc. Maybe Remy drops a diss track so fire it breaks the internet. Maybe she does a sit-down with Oprah, sheds a single tear, and reclaims her crown. Maybe the whole thing turns out to be a brilliantly orchestrated rollout for a new reality show called Chrome Hearts. Love, loyalty, and lawsuits. Because let's face it, in this industry, the line between scandal and strategy is razor thin. But until then, the internet has its popcorn ready. So here's where we leave it. Papoose, single, vindicated, and possibly richer than ever. Easy, silent, but not forgotten. Remy, crying in court, losing sponsors, and maybe, just maybe, planning her next move. What do you think, viewers? Is this the end of Remy Ma's reign? Was Papoose always the real MVP? Or is this just another chapter in the wildest love story hip-hop's ever seen? Sound off in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Because if there's one thing we've learned in this saga, it ain't over till the next leak drops.